Mr. Pedro is back. And believe it or not, it's UFC 320 fight week, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, there's a very interesting topic we have to touch on. Some crazy stuff happened recently, and yeah, we have to touch on that.
Did you watch the fight?
Not the fight. I only watched the aftermath. I know how the fight ended,
It
and I
was way
watched
better than the fight, though.
yeah, for sure. That I know for a fact, like people that were at the event, they were more excited about the brawl
Yeah,
after than the
look,
fight itself.
let's just be clear for a second. We're not in favor of any of that. It was a very unfortunate end to a beautiful event. But since it happened, we're gonna take a look.
You have to.
So the whole thing started. I have Wanderlei's big head on the screen there for a reason. That's how the whole thing started. He
Headbutted him.
he gave Acelino Popó, the guy who was fighting Wanderlei. If you guys are not familiar with, he's like a 4 or 5 time World Boxing Champion, and he's also from Brazil. So the original fight was supposed to be Wanderlei Silva against Vitor Belfort. Vitor Belfort pulls out of the fight, I don't know, like 3 weeks before, and Acelino Popó gets the fight short notice. He's at least 40 to 50 pounds lighter than Wanderlei. He's
Insane.
way smaller than Wanderlei, but he's a 5-time boxing champion. So I really thought Wanderlei was going to lose the fight. He was losing the fight.
Did you
So
watch the what they call open workouts before the actual fight?
he was just scary.
Hitting pads, so
He
Popó has all the speed still, and Wanderlei just looks like I don't know what he's
look like
throwing, but
me
it doesn't look
hitting
like
pads.
punches.
Look like me hitting pads.
You're
It's like,
giving yourself too much credit, brother.
this guy
Come on.
never fought in his life. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Look,
man.
so this thing here that you guys are seeing on the screen, that's what started the whole thing. Watch. He pounds Popó with a headbutt.
But
I think that was the second or third headbutt. And
yeah.
and after
So
that, the referee was done with. He's like, look, it fight's over. Look, he pulls he pulls Van from the thing. He takes a couple of points out.
So yeah, basically the fight is not going Wanderlei's way, and he has to make it dirty.
Exactly.
It's something it's not very surprising coming from Wanderlei, you know. I could see him doing that kind of stuff.
I could see he doing that kind of stuff. He tries to double leg Popó. He tries to he knees him on the belly like on a clinch. So you could say it's like a muscle memory from MMA days, but look,
Exactly. Let's be honest. Whenever we see MMA guys going into boxing fights against boxers, we're always hoping these guys shoot for a double leg or throw a head kick in the middle of the fight. I don't know if you remember that Darren Till was supposed to fight Tommy Fury in a boxing match, and
yes.
Till tweeted something like, "Oh, I'm gonna head kick you in the middle of the fight."
And Tommy Fury pulls out of the fight, right?
Pulls out of the fight.
I remember that.
And you have Dylan Dennis pulling guillotines on Logan Paul in a boxing match.
Oh, that's
So,
right. Yeah, that was.
As MMA fans, we support this kind of stuff. This is what we want to see. MMA guys breaking the rules against boxers. But what happened here is unjustified afterwards.
Yeah. So Popó is celebrating because the fight got stopped. Wanderlei got disqualified. Now you guys can see the screen is so big, yeah, but you can see Popó's entire team gets in the ring right away, and they go start talking trash to Wanderlei Silva's corner. In Wanderlei Silva's corner, you have Fabrício Verdun, Wanderlei Silva's son, and Gida. Gida is the guy that's running shoot boxing in Curitiba now. Not shoot box. It's a different name. I remember Rafael Lovato when he was a Bellator champ, and he used to fly to Brazil to train there with Dida. There's a bunch of UFC fighters still training there with him. So he's a very well-known figure in Brazil. He fought the famous Buacal in a Muay Thai fight. So he has a history. So those are the figures on Van's corner. And on Popó's corner is his son, who also a boxer, his brother, who also a boxer, probably like a couple more boxers there. And
Yeah. I see a lot of conversation going on online on Instagram, like guys trying to prove who started the fight, whose corner threw the first punch.
yeah, so there's a
So
very interesting video that now I have. This is the video I'm recording about this. The video that I have the most information. So we'll be able to pinpoint exactly who started this whole thing. So right there, like they start talking shit. Popó is like, no, 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 no. You can clearly see Popó is like pushing the guys back. It's like, no, don't do that. Right at this time, you can see on the right corner there, that's Wanderlei's son. Now the whole Wanderlei team, they already walked in there.
mhm.
Wanderlei's son, the guy in the white shirt is Dida, the guy that fought the Buacal that we were saying. So I want to see if I can get it from this angle.
It kind of looks like Wanderlei's son pushes them at the
Yes,
start, but I've
that's
seen another angle where it's this guy on the left that is throwing a kick and hits Wanderlei's son.
yes. So that's the whole thing. Like at first, we saw Wanderlei, a son, pushes the guy, and the guy kicks back, and that's how the whole brawl starts.
I
But
love that it's the boxing guy that's throwing a kick first.
right, yes. But there's another video that shows this guy right there in front of the screen. He's out of the ring. He gets in the ring, goes behind Wanderlei's Popó's brother, and pushes him against Wanderlei's son. Then
Really?
Wanderlei's son kind of like pushes back. And then that guy that gets in the ring throws the first kick. So
Okay.
that's
So do
how
we
it
have
started.
confirmation this was Popó's
We have
corner that
confirmation.
started?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, technically, well, now yes, right? Because this guy going pushes his own teammate against
Yeah.
Wanderlei's son, and Wanderlei's son pushes back. What I was saying before, it was like Wanderlei's son calls all of this pushing the guy first, and then
Mhm.
like he pushes, the guy reacts with a kick.
Mhm.
But it was not the case. The guy pushes Popó's brother into Wanderlei's sons, and he kicks. So it
Yep.
was a mess. It was a mess. None of this will happen if those guys didn't invade the ring and start talking shit.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I kind of said the same thing about Jean's fight against Diego Lopes. When Diego goes and start talking shit to Jean's corner,
Jian would never have pushed him or punched him in the back of the
it's
head
well,
if he
it's
didn't have
it
the
doesn't
first corner.
justify it, but
Yeah.
after the fight is over, no one should be talking shit to anyone. Like fucking nerves are high, like everybody's pissed, especially the guys who lost. So no
Yeah.
one should do anything like that.
I agree. Definitely. I mean, it's hard because in that position, you don't know what you would do when
I
you're all
would throw
emotion and
whatever
everything.
I have in my hands. That's why I could never be a fighter. I told you that before. If I'm sitting on the corner at the bench and the guy comes say shit to me, I'll get up with the bench and I'll try to hit the guy with the fucking bench. I don't care. Like that.
So you've
I
seen
know my limits.
all famous people in the combat sports world in Brazil are giving their opinion on this.
Everyone.
I hope my boy Carlos doesn't get mad that I'm bringing up his opinion. He did a story earlier today where he says, guys, some people were saying like hitting Wanderlei in the back of the head is way too far. I would agree with that, but Carlos' opinion is, guys, if it's a fight, it's a fight.
Yes.
It's bottles, it's punching, it's biting, whatever.
I kind of agree. Because
However, in this
he was
case,
not a professional fight anymore, right?
yes, it's true. However, we're gonna see it when we move the video forward a little bit. Wanderlei doesn't look like he's in the brawl. He's kind of outside and he gets hit in the back of the head. I think it's
Yeah.
completely unjustified. But yeah, we have to go over the other frames first.
The guy is kind of like targeting Wanderlei, right?
I mean, I think there was no need to have Wanderlei
Yeah,
get slept out cold in that way.
that was crazy.
It was Popó's son, right? That's
Look,
confirmed.
look at this. This picture right here, we can see. Do you see this guy's gonna get into the ring?
Hmm.
Oh no, that's already. No, yeah. That's the. I don't think they're gonna get the guy though. Watch. This is the beginning of the brawl. Like they're
Hmm.
just talking shit. Now, watch. The big black guy that was outside, right a couple frames before. Look at
Hmm.
this. You're gonna see him. He's out of the ring. He's not even in the ring. That's the guy right there.
Hmm.
This guy that's out of the ring.
Hmm.
Look, on the next time you're gonna see him, he's behind this guy with the. Let me see if you can see my mouse right here. Yes,
Yep.
he's gonna be behind. This is Popó's brother, right?
Hmm.
So, look, the next time you see the guy that was out, he's behind Popó's brother and he pushes him. Watch, look. See?
That's such a weird thing to do. Why are you
Right,
pushing
he
your own
was
teammate?
instigating the fucking fight.
This
Because
guy.
look, this is Wanderlei's son, Thor. That's his name, right?
Hmm.
He is the one, from what we've seen first, that pushes Popó's brother, and that's how the whole. And then someone throws a kick, and that's how the whole thing started. But
Mhm.
here you can see now that this guy pushes him. Look. You see, he pushes him towards, and then he's the one who throws the kick. Look, see,
So he's
he
he's
started
the
this
one to
whole
blame.
thing. Yes, and he was not even in the ring when the whole thing started. And then, my brother, all shit goes to the fan.
Yeah.
Like all hell breaks loose.
Yep. And
Verdun was throwing all
Ver-
kinds of combos there. Like,
Verdum is towering over these guys. I've seen.
look at it.
Look at this! Boom! Verdum going crazy. I mean, it really annoys me that Wanderlei looked like he was outside of the brawl completely, and he gets hit in the back of the head.
Honestly, kind of like he looked a little lost, like guys, but he was
Yeah.
like always keeping himself like 2 or 3 steps away. I don't know if he was tired,
Exactly.
like
I'm sure
he's
he
like.
was. And man,
Plus, he's wearing gloves. It's hard to grab someone. It's like
Exactly.
it's a shitty condition to be in a brawl like that.
Yeah, it was not necessary. Popó's son hits him with a crazy right hand, I believe. You've seen for sure you've seen
We'll have
pictures of
the video there. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna
brother.
show you. Look, right now you can see much. It's just look. This is the guy in the white shirt. It's Dida, the ones that were talking. Look, he hits Popó very hard. Look at that. Bang.
Yep. And
And
the guy in the
now,
black that comes behind Wanderlei hits him in the back of the head.
yes.
Wanderlei goes down for a second. You see how he's wobbled.
Yeah. Oh, just yeah. I was looking at Dida. Yes. So that's the guy. That's the Popó's brother.
Son,
Son.
right?
I'm sorry, son. Popó's son. He's holding the belt, and he gets in there. Look, he gets that fucking overhand for like. Look at this.
On the back of his
Bang.
head. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen like some really life-changing injuries coming from back of the head shots, and that could have been a big one.
And look at the respect too. So that's Popó's brother,
Mhm.
older brother, right? That's grabbing Dida away,
Mhm.
and Dida like kind of prepares the punch, and he gives up. He never punches him. Look, he's like and then he's like, all right, I'll let go.
The boxers are the one going for the clinch.
Yeah, and look, I want to try to get because it's a weird. Hold on.
But look how outside of the brawl Wanderlei is. Like,
Yeah, but this image, it's a weird. Let me see if I can zoom out this. Now is the time. Like this other kid goes to throw punches at
his son.
Wanderlei's son,
Yep.
Then Wanderlei gets involved because it's his son, right? Look. And now you can see this guy is right here, the guy that walking with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna see on a different angle, he got his eyes locked in Wanderlei, and he waits for the perfect moment for the shot. Look,
Mm-hmm.
and now, bang,
Oh,
one goes down hard. Look,
that was horrible, dude.
yeah,
And the way they pull him off of the ring as well.
yes, that was just scary, right?
And keep in mind, like, this is a whole fancy event. Everybody's wearing smoking.
Tuxedos and yeah,
Everybody's drinking champagne.
I was
And
invited for the event, and I was in Brazil just last week. I couldn't
yeah,
extend another 10 days or so, but I was
I
supposed to be
know
there.
I know the nerds, some of the nerds were there. I need to see Jean Silva's reaction to this happening. I'm
He
sure he was
recorded. He
barking.
recorded. Yeah,
Let's go.
he was crazy. Look at this. Let me see this. Now we're gonna see. There's the guy. Look, he's gonna come. There's a different angle on that too. I wanted to try maybe go back and see if we missed the zoom in of the guy, the Dida hitting Popó. His mouthpiece goes flying.
Flying. That was a crazy shot, and Wanderlei is out.
Look at this. This is the footage I was looking for. Take a look at this.
Let's see.
Look, he got his eyes locked in Wanderlei. Watch this. He never take his eyes out of Van. Take a look at this. Look. Boom.
And he loaded
He
up.
loaded. And look at Verdun. Verdun saw it right away. And Verdun punches him like right after and he misses. Watch.
But he kind of missed him a little bit.
He
It
missed.
was a grazing
He
shot.
totally missed him. Look at this.
Uh,
He totally missed him.
That's a shame.
I want to go. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I want to go back and see if I can, if we find now that we have like more as a zoom out. I think it's right. Yeah, it's right here. Look at Dida. So Dida is the one in the white shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes and he fucking connects like two hard punches on Popó. Look at that first one. Boom. Popó goes to the
ropes.
To the ropes. Look at that.
Yep.
And he goes and he throws another one. His mouthpiece goes flying. Watch.
Ooh,
Look at
big
that one.
left hook.
That was crazy. Look. Boom.
Jeez.
Look at the mouthpiece.
Goes flying.
Look. Boom.
It's crazy because when you're seeing these brawls go down, like you can't really see the shots being landed. It just looks like there's hands flying everywhere. You don't see who's connecting, who's not.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I wasn't even aware that Popó actually got properly hit.
He was crazy, right? That was crazy. That was crazy. So that was it. Don't do that at home. We don't support that, but we just want to bring it here so you guys see what really happened there. So Van is in a hospital. He said he got some pretty bad swollen eyes.
Bro, that eye is crazy.
It is, right? Let me see if I can get that in the picture.
His face looks completely disfigured.
We'll just add it after. Hold on.
From one punch.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Look.
If you want to be a guy that's against bare knuckle boxing, so he just went through a couple rounds of boxing with gloves, nothing on his face. One punch, his face is completely disfigured.
It's crazy, right? Yes.
Crazy. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of bare knuckle boxing. I hope Conor McGregor doesn't see this and try to kill me.
I want to get I got the video here. I want to put in. just for a second. So Popó is in the hospital, like making a big scene, saying, "Oh my god, I'm still hurt." And they say he's doing a surgery on his broken thumb.
Mhm.
And he's blaming Verdun for the whole thing, and Verdun is blaming him for the whole thing. It's very
I heard there's a voice message that was sent the day before,
yeah.
right?
But look, I think on that one, I'm not gonna side with Verdun because I think Popó says something to like, "Oh, everyone's gonna get beat up."
Hmm.
But in Portuguese, when you listen to, it sounds like, all right. I need way more context on that, but the way I interpreted was like, look, if one guy wins, the whole team wins. If one guy loses, the whole team loses, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Right. So, but he says, like, kind of like if one guy gets beat up, everybody's getting beat up. But I think he was talking about the team. Verdun is saying no. They were planning that, and then Popó doesn't know how to communicate properly, and he says, "Oh, it's a fake audio," and Verdun is like, "It's not a fake audio. You said
Fake
that."
audio.
You know, he could have just say, "Look, it's a totally different meaning." But he's like, "Oh no, he cut the audio to make it sound like that," and it's not cut it. It's the audio, but
It's the audio.
it is
I
the audio.
mean,
But you know,
nowadays with AI and everything, you never know.
yeah. No, but you can see they were having a conversation, and then Verdun says something, and then Popó goes and like, yeah, like if someone gets beat up, everybody gets beat up.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think he was just talking like for the team effect, and I like if I lose, my team loses. If you lose, your team loses, kind of thing.
I
I
know what
get.
you're saying.
I would not put my hand on fire for that. Look, I got just so you guys can see Van's face. He's very beat up,
Jesus. Yeah, that's
right?
horrible. You don't want to see
Yeah.
a 50-year-old guy looking like that.
No.
Um, yeah, that's horrible.
Can I
And
play this thing?
I don't know if you saw Popó's son did make like an apology video.
Oh, he did. I didn't see that. The
And
kid who hit him?
yep, he did a kind of because he's getting a bunch of probably death threats, I would guess.
Yeah, I think he took down his Instagram and everything.
And I mean, the apology video is like, yeah, I have a lot of respect and everything. Bro, you just clubbed this guy in the back of the head and put him to sleep. I don't know.
It's
I don't
tough,
like
right?
you should go watch it afterwards, see what your opinion is about it. I mean, for
Look,
me,
I
it
kind of
doesn't count
side.
for anything.
Look, I'm 100% against everything, right? I think uh if anyone fucked it up to begin with was the referee who allowed the fight to go to the fourth round the way he was. Right, like Wanderlei tried to double leg him, knee him, and there was no point. It's an exhibition match, so the knockout was valid, so it was allowed. But if anyone wins by a decision, it was going to be a draw. There was no winner unless someone gets knocked out.
Yeah.
So this guy's taking points. What point? There's no point. Right?
Yeah, that
Wanderlei is
makes no
gonna get to
sense.
the 10th round like minus 20 points, and it's gonna be a draw because no
That's
one's gonna win by
interesting.
decision. It's ridiculous.
So you
So
think it was just a mistake by the ref, or
no,
he
I
wasn't
think he
aware that
was
it's
just
gonna
following
be
the
a draw?
rules. He was just
Yeah.
following boxing rules. But for the fight, there was no winner, so there was no purpose in taking points away.
So you
And
think
everybody kind of knew that.
you just disqualify him straight away, first foul, boom?
I think so. Like, say, look, I'm gonna give you one warning. If you do it again, I'm gonna stop the fight.
Yeah.
But then comes the exhibition match. The guy doesn't want to stop the fight because it's the main event. There's all kinds of big names on the sports there, and it's being aired on Global, which is like the biggest TV channel in. But it was
Oh,
live.
it was on Global.
He was live on Global channel,
Yeah,
which
that's
is the
horrible.
biggest channel in Brazil by far. There's like Second place is like 10 positions below global. And so that's why I think they held this fight so long,
And
because he could have a solid stoppage on the second round saying, look, if that's how you're going to fucking fight, we're going to stop this fight right here.
and that's that whole old story, right? We're trying to make the sport look legit. We're trying to have more legitimacy around combat sports overall, and then we're acting like a bunch of animals.
Like idiots. Exactly. Again, it was an awesome event, beautiful night. There was like a world title fight before with former Olympians and stuff like that. But this stuff at the end, even though we're watching and we kind of like go like fuck yeah, but like it's fuck no, because it's.
I saw a bunch of like reaction videos from the people at the event. There was a bunch of people going crazy hyped about
because Verdun looks so big because all those guys are small.
Yep.
Right. Popó is a small guy, a very small guy. And I got a picture. I'm gonna put another picture here. Hold on. So because the whole thing, like people were cheering because Verdun, like the kid that did an analysis with me, he said Verdun looked like the Hulk because he was so much bigger than everyone. Verdun is significantly bigger than Wanderlei Silva, and Wanderlei Silva was a giant compared to, look at this,
Jesus,
compared to Popó.
So do you know what weight Popó came in?
I don't remember, but I think Wanderlei was 20 kilos heavier than like almost 40 pounds heavier than Acelino Popó.
So 20 kilos is like 45 pounds difference.
Yeah, it's like 40 pounds, or something like that, like 40 pounds.
Yeah, look at the height difference, and imagine Verdun, who's like,
and then Verdun is kind of like
6'5".
Wanderlei. It kind of like goes on Verdun's shoulder, maybe a little higher. So Verdun looked massive on the ring. You could only see Verdun in the middle of like all the small guys because all the teammates from Popó are kind of like his size.
Yeah.
And then you have
punching
Verdun
down.
getting there. Yeah, he's literally punching downwards. We don't support that.
We don't support
just making clear, Oh shit. All right. Yeah. Any final considerations?
So even though it's fun, the clips and everything, I hope this kind of stuff happens less and less and less in the combat sports world. Plus, please stop making fights between 50-year-olds. I hate watching it.
Yeah,
it's just sad to me. I mean, get other ways to make these guys' money. If it's a money problem, I'm sure they can do other stuff outside of fighting or another old man. And yeah, I never want to see a 48-year-old legend get slept out cold by a young kid with a massive right hand.
You know what? I'm going to disagree very briefly with you on that. If they go and they fight for real, let them fight. Like Popó and Van. Without any bullshit, like the referee, like Popó was probably holding, not trying to knock him out on the first early rounds. The referee kind of let the fight extend. So, people are here to see it's live on global. It cannot be over in 30 seconds, in 15 seconds. They gotta let, and that's half of the problem. That's because the focus was not the fight. The focus was the show, and because it was being live on TV, So if Popó gets in there to fight 100, like he did, there was this influencer that fought Popó a couple of like last year or early this year. There was a former Big Brother participant. Popó knocked him out in like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
because he was so angry with the guy. Yeah. And that's what should happen every time. Every time. If you can knock out this guy in one punch, that's what should happen.
All right. So I see what you're saying. You don't have as much, you're not as worried as I am about these guys' brain health.
No, listen, if the guys wants to, like, how bad it's going to be Van's brain health. He hasn't have a fight for like, I don't know, like 15 years, 10 years. Whatever happened before is not going to get worse because of one fight with big boxing gloves. Oh,
I think it got a lot worse this time after he got slapped out cold.
Listen, but did not happen during the fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Did not happen during the fight. If the focus was the fight, none of this will happen, because this fight will have been either Popó will have knocked Van out, because that's what I was thinking was going to happen. I was like, he's going to put Van down in, I don't know, in 30 seconds. He's so much faster and he hits hard. You know, it's like Van didn't fight or train for God knows how many years. So, or otherwise, if the fight was happening the way it was happening, the referee should have stopped that fight on the second round, not on the fourth round after everybody was really, really pissed. You know, so well.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I hope in the future we see more grappling matches instead of boxing matches, so nobody's getting sick.
I agree. But, legend grappling matches. I'm only for that.
That was the breakdown.
Pedro, we'll see you guys. Thanks.
See you guys.